Um, I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm going to start the show off with the collective. Hey, Tasha, hey. And I'm going to ask you guys to really tap the screen like crazy. If we can get it to 10K, I would love to see how that goes. Apparently, I need to pay attention to the technology a little bit more and see what's going on with that. So we are going to do a collective and see what's going to start the show off. So if everybody goes like crazy on the tapping, I would appreciate it. So let's just get started. We've got the Tarot of the Longest Dream. I figured we would start with that for the collective because it just feels like long when I'm doing like the self-promotion, blah, blah, blah. But you guys got to know, if you get a paid reading, the info's in the bio. I'll hold my little sign up for just a quick sec. One sec. All right, this is what we're doing. Same old, same old. Here's the info in the bio, how you can pay me, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And we'll get going with that in a little bit, but here's the little preview, or you can check the info in the bio. Let's do the collective. Yeah, tapping is clapping. I feel like such a dumb saying that. Tapping is clapping. It sort of is. So, okay, guys, here we go. Rocking and rolling. What's going on? This longest dream feels like a little bit of this epic energy. What is the epic about? Why are we feeling that something is a little epic? Boundaries have been tested is what I'm getting, and this is a time to hold to them, hold to them, hold to them. Hierophant card is coming up telling us we have access to higher learning. The keys have been given to us. Let's see what else is going on. Tipping it down here. What else? We've got a 2, and then we've got a set of 3 going on. So here we have the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Sun. We really are trying to get the message out that we want to create something new, that there is success and victory and happiness on the horizon. Huge amount of abundance coming toward us. What else is going on? What's the central theme to this? The Sword of Truth. This is the time for that. And this is crowned with the laurel and oak leaves. This is how we achieve something mentally and know that our truth and stand in it, and stand in it is something that is something we are creating and doing differently, designing our life a little bit differently around the beliefs that we want to carry. This is absolutely huge for many of us. Designing life differently about what we want to do with it, how we want to set it up. There's a restructuring. It's why it feels like it's epic. It feels like the struggle has been long. It's why the longest dream is coming up to me today. It's because it feels like we've been in some sort of space that is in a little bit of the in-between unsettled ground, and we need to figure out how we want to restructure. Now, let's see what else is going to come up on this. Whoa! Guys! Oh my gosh! Okay, so I'm trying to pay attention to the hearts. Guys, you are tapping like crazy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, if we can tap and get more people in here, that'd be great. Oh, the Knight of Wands. This inspired, fiery time. Now, this one is going forward. But look, he has really, really set something on fire back here. What is he doing? Bull in the China Shop energy just doesn't even cover it. It's like he is setting fires. He's like going around creating tower moments with inspiration. There is something about the structure that we set up that needs to be burned down. Raised to the ground is what I'm getting. Something that needs to be raised to the ground to allow the new to come in. This is why the epic is here. This is what's going on in the dream space and the between space. Let's see what else is going. Some of us are going to have to make a decision, and we're really in avoidance as far as the emotions go. What's that about? Ooh. Somebody is carrying the burden. Now, what is this? Why would we let our thoughts just burden us endlessly without ceasing? When we know a truth of a thing, we have to go. Why do we sit around in chicken shittery sometimes? It's not a good thing for us. Let's get moving forward. What is the emotional thing we need to look at? Balance and understanding that we have the strength to do it, even if we have to shuffle things around. We might feel like we're in a little bit of lack. We might feel like we're being juggled or having to juggle and struggling, and it's time for the struggle to cease. It's time to realize that we can move forward. The Sun and the Hierophant came in bigger earlier on this, and this is something that we need to focus on. We can sit here juggling all we want, but it's really a way of dilly-dallying. These twos are dilly-dallying. It's not making the choice when there should be choice. There should be teamwork. There should be stuff really coming together for us, working together for us a little bit better. This is what's going on here. This is what needs to be a little bit. It wouldn't kill us to put on our big girl panties and be a little bit braver is what I'm getting. There is the time where we structure, we plan, we think, and then we have to adjust. We have to adapt. But then we have to be brave and honor the truth that we carry. You got to take the blindfold off, folks. You got to stop the juggling and just start going in hard for it, going for it, asking for what you're worth, asking for what you deserve, and going forward. This is what's going on. So that's what I got. That's a big thing. That's for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This is Tarot of the Longest Dream. We'll be going to do some other readings. So we're trying to get the, wow, gosh, golly, guys. 7K taps. Wow. Okay, all right. So let's get those going. And just tap your little fingers off for a minute or two if you can. If you can stand it. This is what we want to do when we open the paid list. This is what we do. Over here in my little carts, you can see there's a crap ton of oracle cards. And then behind me is tarot. I got some of the wider tarot out. But if you want to get a blind oracle or the year ahead, this is what the paid list is like for those two. If you want to ask a question, these two, you don't ask a question. You just get the read you need. You don't ask a question. You get the read you need. And whatever comes through, comes through. If you want to ask a question, you can do a mini or a full reading. 7 to 10 cards here or 15 to 20 here. And you know I get nosy. I'm usually at least 2 to 5 cards over. Easy. Because I get nosy. I want clarification. If you want to go in for the specialty reads, there's the bones, the crystal ball, and the past life reading. Those are 50. I am recording the show today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no technology glitches. Things will be going really well. And then, this is how you can pay me. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. The E comes before the I. Kim, have I done enough of the commercial now? I think I have. I think we'll do a quick little micro and then get it to the paid list. Please let Kim know what kind of reading you're getting and how you've paid. And that way, once I'm in the cards, you'll see I am lost in the cards, and she helps me keep my brain on straight, and we just keep on going with the show. So, Lanny, will your son invite you to his wedding? I want to take a look at this. We're looking for Lanny real quick. 3 cards. Queen of Cups, 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. I would say that's a yes, but your anxiety isn't helping the situation. This is what we're looking at. This is a reflecting on the hopes and dreams. This is a little bit of anxiety and stress. And I would say this is the wish fulfilled. So this is a yes. I would say that's yes. Okay. Stan and Carrie. So Stan, let's take a look at what's going on. I don't see your question just yet. So if you let me know or let Kim know which kind of read for Stan, we'll go in and take a look. You're welcome, Lanny. You're welcome. So let's just take a look and see if I can see Stan's on here. I see something that came through, but I'm not sure. That's Carrie's. It's pinned in the micro. Okay. It's pinned. It's a micro. Stan, you've been really overwhelmed with your spiritual awakening. Do I have any? Hang on. I'm getting that long one real quick. Oh, come on, you. Advice. Am I a medium? We're going to the Empath's Oracle for Stan, just real quick. Sometimes people get too much pressure about if we're a medium or if we're not a medium. I think we're all psychically gifted, and tuning into how your gifts want to come through might look differently than what TV tells you or what other people expect. You're meant to be operating as a channel a little bit first. You're meant to be journaling, looking at things thoroughly, reading through what's coming through and allowing it to go pen to page is important for you. Breaking the chain of repeating cycles is important for you. Accepting the past. This is what you're writing about before you can clear and allow medium stuff coming through. I don't doubt that that's coming through for you. It feels like it is. But questioning the darkest thoughts, there's some of the ancestral dust bunnies and spiritual dust bunnies that you see on the, I mean to say astral, not ancestral. Astral dust bunnies, spiritual dust bunnies that need to be addressed before you can have the clear channel to allow things through. Anything else on that? Confronting the inner demons. Yeah, you've got some shadow work to contend with before you want to do the medium stuff. So allow yourself to channel whatever it is that's coming through from your own spirit guide first, from your own higher self first, and then let things come through. You don't want to draw in energies that are blick. That's the easiest way to put it. You want to allow the flow to be something that you understand, that you're receptive to, that is familiar to you before you shift it around, before you draw the dust bunnies and spiritual gunk. Because sometimes when you're standing in the light and doing the work and trying to do this, you can attract what you don't want. And so be very wise in what you're doing. Be very grounded before you start your spiritual practice. Get super, super grounded in what you're doing. And for whatever reason, the scent of clove and cloves for you is a good thing. It's a very, very grounding scent. I don't know what that is about or why that is or why that even came in. All right, that's what I got for you, Stan. Okay, we're going to look at Carrie's for the mini reading. Let me see if I can see your question here for Carrie. Paid list is open. I'm not seeing your question on there, so if you put your question in there, Carrie, we'll do that. Yeah, we're at 11:11 in Utah. Yahoo! Yay, loving that. So, Carrie for the mini read. You're welcome, Stan. You're welcome. If you let me know what your question is, then we'll get to going on that. If you just want a general, I'll just go in general, but I'll give it a second while I get some water and we'll take a peek. Carrie on your husband, what is he up to? Let's take a look. Whoa, we're going in the fucking Fenestra deck, and I love this deck. I love it more once I trimmed the borders off. This one really sang for me, but until I did, it didn't. What's going on? We're gonna flip the camera down so you can see what's going on here now. And flipping this down a bit. Oops, hang on. Okay, all right. Carrie's husband, what's going on? What's going? I'm getting what in the world? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego crazy? What in the world? What the hell is going on? Is really feeling kind of aggressive. There's like a demand, an insistent demand to know. You want to know what the hell is going on. Feels like you're coming in second place about something and you're not loving it. You are approachable. You are receptive. But it feels like there's a lot of conflict energy, a lot of competition energy. You're feeling like the odd man out. And feeling like this chariot should be moving forward. Feeling like there should be more balance and more momentum. But there isn't. Now I want to look at this going out this way. Because this feels like the challenge. The next row is going to be the vexations. Yeah, okay. It feels like you're plenty vexed already. 1 second. Ah, the ducks are not in a row. There's a sort of truth. There's a cut the shit moment that needs to come. There is right here a refusal to see something. You can offer and offer and offer. It feels like you could put this man's favorite sandwich on a plate and serve it up to him and be like, ding, ding, here you go, honey, blah, blah. And he'd be like, yeah. I would give him fucking space. He's vexed and you're offering everything on a platter and he's like in a pouty, moody, broody and in this conflict energy. He's sorting through his own shit and he needs to sort through his own shit. It's not something that you can do for him. The Queen of Wands is approachable, but she also has to have her own plans, her own things that she's doing, taking her own steps to her own horizon that's going on. These two coming up in the pair. We're seeing what's vexing as far as this card here, Queen of Swords, needs to know the truth, honor the truth, cut the shit. And whatever she needs to separate from, separate from. And then we have the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. And the Chariot's holding still when it should be charging forward. What I'm getting is a strong sense that you're orbiting, waiting. And knock that shit off. Now we're going to go into one of my favorite decks to read along with the Fenestra. It's the Julia Jeffries Hidden Realm. And this is a good pairing. Even though you wouldn't think so, it isn't exact imagery, but it is good pairing. What is going on? He doesn't know where his purpose is or what his pursuit is, and it feels like there's something that he wants to get a little bit more clear on his own purpose. He has no idea what it is. He's not sure what his function and his role is. What's that about? And it's a trying to prove something to himself in a different kind of a way that doesn't seem to be. He's a little bit. That's really rude to say. It's what's coming through. Spiritually oblivious is what's going on. It feels like he's spiritually oblivious and he's not sure what it is. He's trying to do rather than go within or dive within, and it's time for him to dive within. He doesn't know how to do it, so he gets very, very Heathcliff, moody, broody, and it doesn't serve. You need to quit orbiting. Start living your life. Start doing your thing. Make your presence a little bit rare. Make him work harder to get time with you. Don't bring him the sandwich on the plate. Tell him to make his own goddamn sandwich. What else is going on? Yeah, there's times when offering the sandwich and making the sandwich is great and it shows love and support. And there's times when you need to pull back, be busy, and doing your own damn thing, and he needs to realize what he's got. And if you can't realize what he's got, then he needs to miss it a little bit more. Or it's really kind of cuckoo, but that's what's coming up. The Five of Cups. He's focused on the wrong thing. He's got a Two of Cups situation, and he's focused on the wrong thing. He's focusing on what he doesn't have, and you don't need to be around focusing on his misery. You don't need to join him in the misery to make him feel happier. Ace of Wands and Page of Cups. No, it doesn't feel like there's another woman. I see that coming through, but that's not what's going on. This feels like he is absent for other reason. He is checked out for another reason, stressed for another reason. Ace of Wands, and it's this to do with purpose, career, task, family, work, family. And then you have Page of Cups. There needs to be more inspired creativity. He doesn't know how to find it yet. There needs to be something that lights his fire, that gets him excited, and not in the romantic-y kind of way, more in the life purpose kind of way. So he feels like he's getting more out of it. It does not feel like there's another person in this. I'm not seeing the Three of Swords. I'm not seeing third party. I'm not even sensing that. But the checked out energy is definitely there. Sometimes the other woman isn't another woman, and sometimes that'll come up like if he's in love with his motorcycle or his fire truck or his new car or his dream of where he thought he should have been. These things that you really can't compete with because they're non-persons, that's what it feels like a little bit more is going on. And what he thought he'd be doing, how far along he thought he'd be versus where he is. Eight of Swords, the limiting thoughts of his own mind. And the Four of Pentacles, he really needs to go within. And then we're getting the Hermit. He's got to go within before he can do the spiritual climb, and you can't make him go within. You can't go join him in the misery. You be focused on your own happy and radiate what it is that you are feeling full of purpose. It's hard when somebody is in the wet blanket mode or kind of a depressive mode. You're not just going to, but you don't have to sit there and be all Eeyore with them either. Anything else you need to know on this? It does not feel like another party is involved. It feels like he is lost in his own mind, and he's like wet blanket, and it's like sometimes other people have their own spiritual timing, and it's not ready to go in tandem with us. It does feel off balance. It feels like they're a stick in the mud, and they are enjoying being a stick in the mud. You have to go out and live your life, start doing your adventure, start having fun, and then if he wants to join in and catch up, great. If he wants to see you're busy and say, oh, hey, what are you doing? Why, you're busy, what's going on? It's almost like that's the energy coming through. It's like you can't really pop him in the head, but I wish you could. Seven of Pentacles. This is where the fruits of labor come in. Usually we see the fruits coming off the tree. There is a little bit of disappointment, but in time, things are coming through. This is also harvest energy. Why am I getting a 7 weeks energy with an 8 of... Here we go. These guys pair really good. So we've got the 8 of Wands, which is usually 2 months, 8 weeks. We've got the Chariot coming in. And then this is coming in as the 7 weeks. So it feels like just shy of that is when things are going to start getting a little bit more exciting again, when it feels like the ducks are in a row. But you are going to have to massively apply yourself to your own mental well-being. Don't let the wet blanket energy that he is carrying slow you down. It's not your job to be him or his job to be you, but sometimes we have influence on and around each other in the environment. So you do your own thing, and if he can't handle it, then you start being more and more accountable for what your mental health is doing, what your well-being is doing. What do you need to know that's going to carry you forward? We're going to another, this is the Witch Sisters? It's Julia Jeffries also, but I want this distinctly for you. What do you need to know to go forward? The Ace of Trees and the King of Trees. We're getting a kind of a combo. I'm getting a Wands Earth energy. You need to have... You need to, rather than go scorched earth, you need to make sure the soil is good. So what I'm getting is where you're going to plant things, where you're going to plant seeds, be very, very aware that the soil is nourished. If there's a little bit of scorched earth energy, let it be for a bit, then nourish it. If this were literal gardening, you would go to some kind of field that had a fire in it, then you'd put a lot of shit on it, then you'd plant. And it feels like that's the energy that you're moving through. That's something that you're going through, something that you're changing. There is a time where things need to be mold over. Let him have his mold over time. You're moving into yours with new joy, huge new joy, and renewals coming up. You worry about your own renewal. This is the card of Judgment. This is the card of resurrection, restoration, second chances, hope, and healing. So you do the work on you right now for the next 7 weeks. Really focus on the work that you need to do for yourself. That's what's going to carry you forward. That's huge. That's what I've got for you. That's complete. Holy smokes. That's a big one, honey. But no, it doesn't feel like there's cheating craziness going on. It feels like more like midlife crisis or self-absorption going on. But you need to be in your own land, in your own head, doing your own work. And don't let his be in your way. So that's what I've got on that. All right. So who's next on the list? Edie. Okay. All right. The year ahead for Edie. Okay, let's take a look. Give me just a second. Okay, I think we're going to go to the harmony ones for you. I think that's what these are called, but I'm not positive. So we'll take a look. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. All right, for Edie, we're going to tip this down, and we are going in. Year ahead. So same deck, second deck. Let's see what's going on. There's a speed energy wanting to come through, a little bit more quickness that wants to come through. Let's see the 2 in the center. Wow. Edie, we've got the 3 of Cups and also the 2 of Cups. This is friendship, circles of friendship, being toasted, being glad in your heart about what's going on. And then also perfect partnering, perfect pairing. This time where things really align, really, really gel. This is what's coming in. You're coming into a year that's so satisfying. It's great. Why? It's okay to say eat your heart out. It's okay to feel a little bit smug, to feel a little bit excited, like lucky me, everybody wants to be me. That's the energy that's coming off these cards. Everybody wants to be you this year. Let's see what's going on. Not to say this year will be without challenges, no, but everybody does want to be you right now. Let's see what's happening. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we're going to start with September and go all the way through. I'm going to tip it down again. Okay, there we go. September, October. Whoa. November. September, October, November. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. December. January, February, March. Cards are slip sliding all over. You know, on the old 10-speed bicycles where you change your gears and you change the gears and change the gears and maybe the chain would pop for half a second and then it would catch? This is what it feels like is going on. When you feel that the chain pop and then catch again, just realize that you are meant to be changing gears. You are meant to be adjusting it, and you are very adaptive this year. Not sure what that's about. January, February, March. Okay, let's go down here. April, May, June, July, August. Let's see what we got. All right. Back here, the 3 of Pentacles. This is the time of teamwork. Quit doing that. It's the time of teamwork coming together, working together here, but also working together. More people are seeing the gift of benefactors coming in. In September, this is a time where you should really present your talents, best face forward. People are noticing what you do and how you do. And they're really, really wanting to be around and near you and support you. They're drawn to you because of something you do so well that you've been doing for a long time. Knight of Swords is coming through in October. This is the sword of truth that you're carrying forward. This is strong sense of integrity, being in alignment with yourself. It's coming through all year long. This is happening for you. Wow. I wouldn't even say that it's a pivotal year because the pivot has already been done. Now it's the consequences of that pivot that are falling out for you in such a huge and great way. We have the 9 of Wands and then also the Chariot coming through here. This is the resiliency that you've had to have where you're standing your ground in such a huge, huge way. This is November. You've been resilient. You've stood for the good fight. You've stood your ground, held your ground. The Chariot. Now you're moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. I want to clarify that. I want to clarify that just a little bit. It feels to me like a spiritual lesson of holding your boundaries is reminded to you, but not in a bad way, but in a gentle way, and that's coming through with a little bit more strength. It feels like this is to do with family around you. This is to do with the way, and not the way in which you stand, the way in which you are seen or feel yourself to be seen by your family, and the role you play has shifted. Flat out has shifted. You're not the fixer or the glue anymore. Although you can go there, you don't have to go there. It's your choice. Your MO has shifted. Absolutely. 4 of Swords, you're taking time to retreat for self, take care of self, and really, really do what is important to you first. This is coming up like a guarded energy coming through here. Now let's see what's going on in December. December. Oh, this thing keeps going to do this. Hang on. December. We have the 8 of Pentacles. It's work, work, work time. It's applying the skill, really, really hugely applying the skill, working hard and letting things move forward for you. Now, December, it might be that usually this is the time where you apply, say you love Christmas holiday and you're always doing all the little frou-frou frilly, wrapping all the presents, making the tree go up, all the frou-frou. This is not to be your work. This particular December is going to feel a little different for you. This is very much the personal work of the talent, of the gift that you have. So whatever this is, it is the personal work that must be second nature, and you must stay consistent at it. It's the card of internship and mastery in December. You've really proven this to yourself. From September to December, this is a 5 increase. This is huge. You've disrupted something, and then you resettle and rebalance something. In January, this is gorgeous. January, we're seeing the 4 of Wands. This is usually seen outside the city gates. This is the card where there's weddings, graduations, births, celebrations. This is creating a new portal at the beginning of the year. Love this for you. What is this about? Let's get some clarifiers on that. Whoo-hoo! We got the Knight of Cups coming in. Your question for the Grail. You aren't riding the hero horse for anybody but yourself. You know how to do it. And this is a time where the high-minded and the high ideals are pushing you forward, moving you forward, and helping guide you. It's really, really the heart of the poet guides you in such a good way. And then the Hermit card here. Taking care of what it is that's your spiritual growth and shining a light on it for yourself. This is what you're doing in January. It feels like through the fall, through the holiday season, things are going to be okay on the finance aspect because there is an increase in this, but there's also an increase in knowledge and spiritual wisdom that's happening at the same time. You're going to feel that increase more in January. You're going to feel more like you have a little bit more fundages now through December. Given the holiday seasons, it might feel like a little less tight than usual, if that makes any kind of sense to you. Now let's go into February. We're seeing here the Knight of Pentacles. Now this one is really big, and he is moving actually. He's moving. He's not totally stagnant. There's something that needs to move forward in your work. This is duty to higher self coming through in a strange way. Duty to higher self really coming through strong. And the Nine of Pentacles. Riches in your own garden. I'm loving this for you. This is huge for you. Richness in your own garden is great. That's absolutely fantastic. This feels like third week of February. There's some kind of pop, some kind of increase. Don't know what that's about. All right. March, we're seeing the sun coming in. I'm loving that for March. The richness in your own garden in the third week of February. March, you've got the sun card. This is happiness, joy, fulfillment. Again, it's not like you're on easy street, but you're just driving easier. You know, that chain pops and pops on the 10-speed bike, and it's like it pops into place finally. It used to be like you'd brake and pop the chain. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you'd switch the gears on 10-speed kind of like this, and then you brake and pop the chain. And it seems like that has gotten it to finally jump over. It's almost as if a shift of the timelines has finally come, and this is what you're going through this year. There's going to be gradual increase, but building in finance. And then building in knowledge. And you've stood your ground and done really well. So April, what we're seeing. Oh my goodness. The Eight of Wands, and look at this. They aren't all in your ducks in a row. They aren't being thrown rapid in parallel. They're one and then another and then another. These are indicating to me a sense of climbing that's going on. So the inspiration that climbs through this is also something to do with work. This is coming in April. What you've built upon in the fall will be built upon even more in April. This is something inspired to work. This will be a shift in the work or a leveling up in the work coming through at that point. May. The Emperor, gorgeous energy. The Emperor, he protects the realm, he provides for the realm, he sets up the rules, sets up the structure, and really holds it. There's a way of holding your own that's important right now. There's a huge way of holding your own. I'm loving seeing this. This Emperor is doing pretty good, and he feels like the Emperor that is the right-minded Emperor. He wants to do what's right for his kingdom and make sure that he serves the kingdom. There is service going on with this one. This one understands his role. So we've got April, May energy here. In this energy here, it's really understanding the people that you're working with and for. And it's not you're doing for everyone. Rather, you're understanding the higher purpose, the broader purpose, the higher call. Seven of Pentacles here. Fruits of labor in June. Don't burn yourself out in May. In June, you're going to have plenty of work to do. And not everything's going to be coming through all at once, but you're going to be enjoying it quite a bit. Now, July, we've got the Queen of Wands coming through in such a different way. Oh, my gosh. This Queen of Wands is coming through very much peaceful, has expressed her mind, expressed what she wants to say in such a way that it's understood clearly. It's not in contention anymore. The shift that has been made has transpired, and it's quite clear. absolutely clear in July. And in August, the Lover's card, there's something part of your soul contract coming in deeper here. It's more than just the romance and the desire of your heart regarding another person. It's the desire of your heart regarding purpose. I want to see what's going on there. That's August next year coming in. Queen of Wands energy coming in. Love of this. Love of this. Now this is more of the traditional Queen of Wands. We've got a Queen of Wands and we got a Queen of Wands. Why we've got this in this deck, I don't know. I do not know. But this is the one where she's more approachable, more sensual, more receptive, ready to go. Super, super ready to go. Anything else? Six of Pentacles. The universe is trying to give you a gift here. So just prepare yourself for increase all along the way. The universe will be giving you a gift again. It's like, surprise, here's a gift. And this whole year, it's like everybody would want to be you this year. I'm going to flip it down so you can see all of this coming together. All of this going through. But mainly this, you're partnering with yourself. You're partnering with higher self. And you're knowing where it is that you fit. You're knowing your soul tribe. You're knowing your friends. You're knowing who the allies are and who's lifting a glass to you. You're knowing how to celebrate yourself a little bit differently than you have before. And it's not that it's going to be without struggles, but the struggles are going to seem like a just quick pop and it shifts. And a quick pop and it shifts. You're knowing the truth. It feels like in every aspect of your world across the board, it's just a quick pop, a quick reassessment. It doesn't feel like this year is going to be without challenge, but it does feel like this year coming up is going to be one of easy adjustments, easy adaptability. Yeah, this is what's going on. Surround yourself with your tribe. They know who you are and they're excited for you. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. That's a beautiful read. I would love to say there's more going on. It's going to be so difficult. No. This is what you're loving. You're in this new timeline really pretty good. So let yourself shine. Let your talents be seen. Keep going forward and keep in this space of flow and ease because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Honoring and moving with the flow. That's what I got. All right, I'm going to get some water and we'll see what else is going on. If you guys want to get a reading, I'm going to hold my little sign up. Let Kim know which reading you want to get and I'm going to get a little bit of water. But this is the reads. Let her know if you're on the list. She'll let me know and we'll keep rocking and rolling on this. Okay, so the paid list is open. These are the paid readings. The $20 blind oracle, you get what you get. You get whatever comes through. You don't ask a question. The $30 year ahead is what you just saw me do for Edie. That was great. So that's this one. If you want to ask a question, there's $30 for a mini read, which is 7 to 10 cards, but I get nosy. There's usually more. Or $40 for the full read, which is 15 to 20 cards. Usually I get really nosy on those. You're so welcome. You are so welcome, honey. And this is what we've got going on. If you want the specialty reads with the bones, the crystal ball, or the past life, those are $50 and it's Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. And the E comes before the I in feisty. Double check what's going on. Tap your little fingers off so we can catch the algorithm a little bit more. So tap your fingers off if you can. We'll see what's going on. I think we can do a reset if we want and we can see if we can catch the algorithm. So let's try doing that and we'll see what's going on. So I'm going to stop everything, step out, step back in, and we'll see what we can do to catch things a little bit differently. All right, see you in just a second, guys.